There are many different factors to consider when determining the impact or the cost of the delay at an airport. In the previous video, we calculated the total annual minutes of delay at our airport that was configured with intermediate parallel runways operating at about 87 to 88% capacity. We calculated the average number of minutes of delay per year. Now we're going to figure out exactly how much that will cost, or a good estimate anyway of how much that will cost. We have to use historical data in concert with projected data to generate the cost. In our scenario, we will give you these factors. From figure A1-4 in the advisory circular, we see the factors affecting delay cost depicted along the left column, the left columns here under aircraft. So those are factors affecting the delay cost. In other words, the size of aircraft, the propulsion type, the configuration, that sort of thing. And it is lined up with the actual estimated cost per minute for that aircraft configuration type or that factor. We're going to use the dollars per minute based on the aircraft configuration type, and that's the historical data that you would find in real life that we're going to give you here in our scenario. In sheet 2 of the calculation worksheet that's in your resources section, you will find a worksheet that looks like this, and it's in there to help you work through calculation of delay cost. Now, given the percent aircraft in the shaded section, we can calculate the average cost per minute for that class of aircraft. So we're looking at the percentage of aircraft, the type of the class of aircraft or the configurations that determines the actual cost per minute of the delay, but we're going to look at the percent of aircraft that we estimate are going to be flying into or utilizing our airport. Given that information, we can find out how many dollars per minute a delay of that aircraft type costs. Now, adding the column, once we find the average cost per minute for each aircraft type, we can add that column down and we generate a total average cost per minute for the aircraft mix that will be operating at our airport. So what this means is that in our scenario, given our particular airport's configuration, fleet mix, capacity, every minute of delay costs someone $7.92. So what does that mean? How do we translate that into real life? Remember the minutes of annual delay we calculated from the last video? We calculated that it was 125,000 minutes of delay on the low side, 500,000 minutes of delay on the high side. We simply multiply the average cost of the delay, that's the $7.92 per minute, multiply that times the low and the high. So $7.92 times 125,000 gives us almost $1 million of delay as a minimum, up to a cost of just under $4 million. So between $1 and $4 million annually is what our airport configuration, our capacity, is going to be costing in delay minutes. Now that we know the cost of the delays given our particular airport, we can look at different options of augmenting airport infrastructure to reduce the delays. We can compare the cost of the construction to the cost of delays and make intentional, financially based decisions on airport improvements. Takes the guesswork out of it, makes it a lot less about gut feel and a whole lot more about the actual data. Now, let me take just a moment here to compare, or in this case, to contrast our course material to the Christian life. As we learn about collecting data and using it to project, forecast, and make decisions, we emphasize that managers must make data-based, educated decisions. As Christians, though, we recognize that God is in control and nothing surprises Him. As a manager, and frankly as human, we often desire control. We discuss in our course here the balance of preparation and faith as managers with the horse being prepared for battle. So the balance of preparation is preparing the horse for battle, with balancing that with leaving the results in God's hand. The victory rests with the Lord. We prepare the horse for battle, but the victory rests with the Lord. That's from Proverbs 21:31. And as we get into the numbers in this course to make educated investment decisions, we will be preparing the horse for battle. Let's look at that in greater depth in the next video.